Preliminary data from the CDC shows 2020 may be the deadliest year in U.S. history. This due mainly because of the coronavirus, leaving many families to grieve for their loved ones. KLBK's Alyssa Tejas spoke to a funeral consultant and pre-arrangement specialist. Alyssa, he helps families kind of figure out what their options are.
Yeah, Terry, Donnie Fortenberry says the cost of a funeral can vary, but it can also be a stressful time for families, so the best thing to do is sort it all out ahead of time. It's been a hard year for some families in the hub city, with many losing their loved ones to the coronavirus.
Things have increased over the last 7 to 8 months.
Funeral homes are seeing an increase in business, but they're also seeing folks who weren't expecting to say goodbye so soon.
Had anywhere from 27 all the way to 67 that no one would have anticipated. And then we also have those that are in their 70s and 80s, and some of them associated with nursing homes.
Donnie Fortenberry is a funeral consultant and arrangement specialist in Lubbock and says the best way to prepare is to make pre-arrangements.
You lock that price in, but then you don't have to pay it in full. You can make monthly payments.
AARP reports the average price of a funeral is between $7,500 and $7,800. But Fortenberry says the price range can be quite large.
Those funeral homes that you might choose that could be 10, 12, 13,000 down to 5,000 in some of your rural areas.
He says when it comes to funeral packages, folks usually want a casket, an outer burial container, which is required in Lubbock, visitation and services, and that cost may not include property and markers. The price range can also vary with cremations.
You have cremations that can be 12 and 1,300, and you have cremations that can be 5,000.
But with so many variables, Fortenberry says the best thing to do is make plans ahead of time.
The younger you are, the more that you realize exactly what your family realizes what you did for them.
Fortenberry also says folks should also consider having a backup plan for services in case those don't work out. You can also look for savings and discounts if you or your loved one are a first responder or a veteran. Terry?